Starting over is not the end. It is the beginning of a new journey towards your healing process. Heartbreak, the loss that is heavy and the loss that many people do not talk about. This is a continuation of our topic from Charts by Lulu from last week's video about heartbreak. How have you guys been? Hope you had a lovely week and weekend, and wish you all a happy week ahead. Regardless of the challenges, remember that we are strong, that we can heal, that we are special, that we are blessed, that we are who we are, and that life is beautiful and we can embrace it. And even through heartbreaks, that we can always start a journey of healing, and that we are worth every moment that we have, because life itself is special. No one deserves the right to take happiness away from you. And we're still talking about heartbreak from my book topics, and just elaborating and continuing. And I'm waiting on you guys to comment down below there and tell me what your feelings are or what your ideas of this are. So there's a unique kind of heartbreak that comes after 40. It's not just the pain of losing someone, it's grieving the time you gave, grieving the years you invested, the future you imagine together. And at this stage, you're not only asking, what did I do to end this? You're also asking yourself, will I ever love again? 40 plus. You're wondering, I have lived with this person probably for so many years. Am I going to love again? Am I going to have the heart to love again? Many a times we've been there. We've questioned ourselves that I am old and I have been married for whatever reason, or I've been in a relationship, like a committed relationship, for over 40 years, and here I'm again single. Am I going to do it again? You start questioning yourself. I'm too old to start over. Did I miss my chance? If these thoughts have crossed your mind, hear this clearly. Your life is not over. Your love story is not finished. It is just beginning. And 40 is not too late for love, healing, or happiness. In fact, this may be the beginning of a very beautiful chapter. It just depends on how you embrace it. So 40 plus, having a heartbreak is difficult because of the losses that you've gone through. There could be kids involved, like I said last time. You'll be questioning your very own self. Where did I go wrong? Would I even ever find love? Can somebody love me again? And let's be real, at 40, you're not the younger version of you, where probably the abs are, many people are very fit, and some people now are even fitter than maybe younger. It depends on the person. There's a lot of exercises and dieting that we can do. But no matter what we do, we are no longer at that stage where the body is as beautiful or is as attractive. I mean, not beautiful, but as attractive as when you were 20. We have saggings here and there. We have probably struggling with stretch marks from delivery of babies, or aging, like a little bit of wrinkles here and there. It's aging beautifully, but you're no longer the 20-year-old or the 18-year-old. Don't get me wrong, you're still very, very beautiful. But you start questioning yourself, the people, or if you're a woman, you say men will only be looking for younger women who still look at their prime age. So you're asking yourself a lot of questions. So the heartbreak hits differently at 40. Be sure about that, and that is true. Heartbreak is painful, even for a teenager who is just in a first relationship, but at 40 it hits differently, because sometimes there are children involved in this. As I said, the shared finances, a lot. You've saved everything together. You got married probably even at 20 yourself, or 23 like me, and you've shared finances together. You have you have children together. How are this going to be divided, especially across this side of the world, where divorce or child support stuff is not handled properly? How are you going to manage all these things? So these things all go through your mind, and you ask yourself, am I going to make it? How am I we going to be broken? And many times people have struggled. I have struggled. I've struggled to even get back on my feet sometimes, because you are two people taking care of children, and now you find yourself sometimes alone, and you want to be the sole parent in all these things. And if at all, even you reach out to the other partner, and then because of the hatred after people break up, or the distance, or when people break up, sometimes it's most times it's never good. And now there's no shared responsibility or good co-parenting, and then you find yourself getting depressed and asking yourself, you're heartbroken, you're depressed, you're financially broken, your children are there emotionally broken, and you're trying to be all these things. Maybe it was just a marriage, or a long-term relationship, or a painful betrayal, or the ending of something you truly believed in. Maybe it's your second relationship. Maybe you had a first marriage and it was broken, and now you are just starting to walk. You're just picking from where you'd fallen. And uh, no sooner had you got up from the ground than this heartbreak comes again. It can come sometimes, many times. You can question whether you are unlucky. Many a times, sometimes, some people's marriages last until the day they die. Some people marry the first time, it's broken, or have a relationship, a committed one, have kids, it's broken. They start a second one, which is beautiful, it's broken. Sometimes it just happens to people. And you start questioning yourself, especially at 40, will I ever love again? This kind of heartbreak can make you question everything, your judgment, your identity, your future. If you come from this part of the world, you probably will say your village uncles and aunties are following you up just on the lighter note, or probably they don't want good for you. And like you start thinking, there's somebody behind this, there's people behind this. That's just a fun thing that people say from the side of this side of my world. And sometimes you start questioning if you're unlucky, if is it your identity, are you not beautiful, do you judge wrongly? So we're coming to that. But heartbreak is not proof that you fail. It's proof that you dared to love, and there's courage in that. You dare to love. Listen to that carefully. And there's courage in that. It is proof that you dare to love. Love is not easy, or falling in love, or finding love, or giving your heart to somebody ain't easy. Somebody you just meet and you do not even know them. You are not born with them. But this shows that you have the courage to love and to give your heart. So pat yourself in the back and say, it has happened, but at least you tried. You gave your heart a chance. So heartbreak is proof that you dare to love. And that means you are a person who is lovable. You have a good place in your heart. And there's possibility for future good love if you just open your heart to it. Why many women will lose ourselves in love, especially women, me being included. By 40, many women have spent years giving to their partners. If it's a husband, you have been fully invested in your marriage. You have been the housewife, which is not a bad thing. You have probably dedicated your whole life. You are the housekeeper for your home. You want to make your home perfect, with nice food there, the house maintained. We have probably at 40 given our very best to our partners, like being the good woman out there. We lose ourselves in love in a good way most times. We give it our all, especially women, because we want to become the homemakers, because we are the softer beings, we are the mothers to this home. So we find ourselves giving ourselves fully to this home. You run home early so that your family eats good dinner. You make sure they're sleeping in clean linen. You make sure they're wearing clean clothes and neat ones if that. We also give ourselves to our children, like a lot. At 40, probably we have given everything to our children. We are the mothers who are running here and there. You have sleepless nights. You are juggling between a job and taking care of your little ones. You are multitasking here and there. You being the homemaker, you being the mother, you being the wife. We have given probably also to our careers. just the way I'm saying, you're juggling career, you're juggling being a wife, you're juggling being a mom, and you're also juggling being with your families, being the woman out there that is the mother, juggling of your extended family. For example, if you married the side of your husband, being the woman who is being there for these people. If there's a function, you're hosting them. If there's something where a get together family, you are the woman, and also being there for your own family. So we find ourselves, we've juggled a lot of things, and somewhere along the way, we stopped asking, what do I need? Who am I, and what do I need? Many a times we've forgotten ourselves. Many a times we found ourselves drowned in being motherhood, drowned in being wives, drowned in being career women, and juggling all these things. And along the way, you have forgotten who you are. Has somebody ever been there? Because I have been there. You stopped asking and started asking, what does everyone else need? You are here running about for the kids. What do they need? What are you going to eat for dinner? You're shopping for them here and their clothes, making sure they're clean, their beds, they're on time, homework is done. You're always asking everybody, what does my husband need? Let me run. What is their dinner? At work, you're the top career woman running here and there. And then this is how self abandonment comes. You find yourself abandoning yourself. You do not ask, you do not have think about your own needs. You stopped asking yourself, what do I need myself? Ladies, we need to take a break. Ladies, we need to take a break and find who we are. We need to be good mothers. We need to be good wives if we were, or good partners, good women at work, performing career women if we are working, if we have our own businesses. But we need to stop and take time for ourselves. We need to ask who we are, because we are only human at the end of the day, and a human being can only take so much before they crash. If we do not stop, then we are going to crash. So we have to take a day at a time and remember that we have a life too. Take a day here and there and ask yourself, who am I? Who was I before this family? And then, if you find yourself and if you take time for yourself, you're going to make a better partner, a better mother, a better wife. And I'm not saying families or a relationship will not break or heartbreaks will not happen. Some people are perfectly doing it and still it breaks. But at the end of the day, you don't lose yourself, because you gave it your all and remembered that you still have you. You remembered that you are still you. If you are called Lucy like me or Lulu, you're still the same person. And you have a life as well, besides these children, besides the partner, besides the husband, you, besides the workplace, you are you. And you should love yourself. Stop asking yourself, what does everyone need from me? What do you guys want for dinner? What do you guys, where are you going? What do you sometimes wait to be asked as well? It's a difficult place, especially when you're a mom. But sometimes we need to stop and take care of ourselves. I'm lucky now because my daughters are in their prime age of being little young, beautiful women, and they're amazing daughters. They take care of me. They may not be employed or career-wise or have jobs at the moment, but they take care of me. Mommy, it's Mommy's Day, a surprise gift for you, breakfast made for you, things here and there. They look after me. And it's so amazing that people can look after you. But we have to let people look after us. Some of us ladies, especially, we do not even let our own partners look after us. We want to do it all. Oh, you can cook. I cook the best. You don't want to trust them with things. Oh, let me take care of the kids. Go have your day. Some of us say no because they think they have the control. They have it all. Let it go. And before the kids, you were you. Take time and breathe so that these heartbreaks do not happen. So that even if it ever happens, if it ever happens, then you still have you. Then you still have something to salvage. But if we take time for ourselves, as the way I've learned with life's experiences, we are a better off place of salvaging our relationships. We're at a better place of being us without being strained or emotionally drained or physically drained. Heartbreak can be painfully expose your fatigue. When you are tired, it can expose your fatigue because you've been doing it all forgetting who you are. When the heartbreak happens, then you will start realizing that you are giving everything and getting nothing. But it can also wake you up so that in the future, you do not make such mistakes. But we do not want to make those mistakes only to learn them in the future. We have made them, I have made them, but we are willing for healthy, loving relationships. Falling in love with yourself again. Sorry. Self-love is not luxury. It's emotional survival. Loving yourself is not luxury. Loving yourself means respecting your boundaries, protecting your peace, speaking kindly to yourself, choosing what aligns with your well-being, and just choosing you. Start small. Ask what makes you feel alive. What do I enjoy doing? What versions of me have I neglected? Take yourself out. Buy yourself flowers. Buy yourself new clothes. Change your wardrobe if you can. Buy yourself a coffee here and there. Redecorate your space, your bedroom. Sleep better. Eat intentionally. Go out, have yourself a nice dinner. Just your day to yourself. If it's with your girls, maybe. If it's your friends, maybe. Out of your relationship and out of your children, you need to intentionally love yourself. If heartbreak happens, you need to intentionally love yourself. Move your body, read, rest, pray, reconnect. There's life beyond heartbreak. And that means you put yourself first. You are not starting from scratch. You are rebuilding from experience. You have experienced, you have learned the things that you didn't do. Probably at this point, there's heartbreak already as we are speaking, and you are now learning what you did not do. You did not give yourself enough love. You did not put yourself first. You overdid, you got exhausted, and probably that's the reason you're asking yourself, did I push them away? What did I not do? Okay. But probably you just didn't give yourself the love. You did not know the version of you that would have been the beautiful woman or the good man or the handsome man. You overdid and refused to receive. So when heartbreak happens, it's the time to restart again, reconnect with Mother Nature, reconnect with yourself, who you were made to be before you became a partner, before you became a mother, before you became the things that you did that probably would have led to this without questioning them and drowning yourself. Let's try to make them better. Start from scratch. Start loving yourself more. There's the big one. There's the big topic in the room. How do I put it? Healing fear of being alone. Healing the fear of being alone. This is the hardest one. The fear of being alone has driven many of us, men, women, to making wrong decisions. If I'm talking to you out there, would you relate with that? I do. Fear of being alone can push you into things that you wouldn't in the normal way. You have just had a heartbreak, but you cannot stay 2 months or 1 month or a month alone. You want to replace this person. And for the guys, I know that happens to you very quickly. It's called a rebound. It's easier for the guys this time. And I have seen many people fall into it. You're not even fully healed. You have not even known why that heartbreak happened. You have not reconnected yourself the way we said and started loving yourself from the other relationship and healing yourself, but you cannot be alone. The fastest bus that comes, you will take them. The fastest bus on the stage, as I usually say, you'll get into it because you think you are running late for work. That's just a saying. And that fastest bus could break up. That fastest bus is bound to break, not up, break down. in the next few seconds because you did not even check if it was in good condition. Your worry was, how will I get there? The loneliness creeps in, and now you want to jump onto anything. If somebody tells you you're beautiful, or if you see people around, you want to cling immediately onto them and do a rebound. A rebound is jumping quick into the next situation or the next relationship because we are talking about it, just to cover up the space or the loneliness you're feeling, or to justify to the other partner that, look at me, I could do it in a few. Let's not jump onto the other thing. Let's not jump onto next relationships because we feel lonely. Loneliness is a space that is very difficult to describe. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. Being alone can be healing. It can be therapeutic. I have learned there were days that I felt very lonely, and loneliness is not a good space, and it is in the mind. It is where you do not want to be alone. You do not accept, sorry, that you can be alone. You do not accept that life without them or life without another person can also be interesting. You are still in the mourning period. You think you see life with your other partner or your other um, with the other person as everything that you ever dreamt of. But if you look at it on the flip side, being alone can be a good time to meditate, to think about your life, to find the peace, to enjoy the things that you never did, to reconnect and see where you made the mistakes. So that next time, if you're meeting somebody, it will be healthy and you're not going to bring the um, past mistakes or the past pains of the other relationship to the new partner. So being alone can be healing. It gives you space to hear yourself. Again, you're quiet, you can talk to yourself. It gives you space to discover your preferences, to reclaim your identity. Sometimes we lose our identities in the relationships. We live through the lives of our partners or our loves. Everything around them is everything we reflect. Where they are, you are. You step, they step here, you step there, which is not a bad thing. But sometimes we lose ourselves too much that we forget the people we are. Such that when these people leave us, and probably they are not giving us their 100, as I said, they're giving us 20 and we're giving them 100, or 10 and we're giving 100. When they step out, you feel like it's the end of the world. Let's learn to be alone. When heartbreak happens, we have to try to have a period of being alone so that we can even study these red flags of before we make the same mistake, so that we can study ourselves, we can listen to ourselves. Where did we go wrong? In a healthy way. What did we miss out on? What are the things that were lacking? Why did this happen? Why did the person walk away? And what are the things that we missed? Was it our mistake? And do not dwell in it thinking, blaming yourself. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you stop tolerating poor treatment just to avoid emptiness. This is power. It is beautiful. When you learn, even in a relationship, I have learned those things now. If you learn to enjoy your own company, when you connect with your partner, you become power because you yourself are a person on your own. You do not need the other person to be fulfilled. You are enough to be fulfilled. When you bring your energy to the other relationship, then it becomes beautiful. The things that I wish I knew. But sometimes some people are not meant to be with you. And I say always, if they walk, let them walk. If it's unhealthy, walk away. Do not wait to die in there because of any reason. Life is beautiful and everyone deserves a good one. Everyone, and I mean everyone. If it's not serving you, walk away. If they walk away, let them go. Do not beg them to come back. Being alone is beautiful. Being lonely is a state of the mind where you think you cannot do without the other person. You have become clingy to them, you've forgotten your identity. And as we say, do the things, reconnect to yourself, speak to yourself. What did I do before these people? What did I love doing that I missed? What was my hobbies? I found that I love to write books. I didn't know I loved to write books. I found that I love to spend so much time doing my own things, like studying things that I never could do when I was with another partner. You're just busy doing what they want you to do. Let's reconnect to ourselves. Let's normalize being alone because being alone is power. And if you take being alone and find the next relationship, if you take it positively, you're going to be a power couple. I am not in the state where I am a power couple to somebody, but the things that I've learned are going to make me know that whatever age, whatever time these people will come into your life, or if they're in your life, I'm going to try to apply these things because I've learned better. I have gone for therapy, I have talked to people, I have read, and all these things make a good relationship. Do not rush and jump, guys, especially guys, but women we do too as well. Do not jump onto the next bus because you feel lonely. Loneliness is a space that we create in our mind. There are a lot of things that we can do on our own without another person. And I'm not saying you can't feel lonely because heartbreak is a big loss. There's a period where you feel hurt and broken, you miss them. But at that period, when our mind is telling us that let's find the things that we love to do, let's engage ourselves in clubs, in hobbies. If you like baking, do the things that you never did. They probably didn't even let you do your hair nicely. They probably couldn't let you wear your hair naturally as I do. They probably couldn't let you wear a hair wig. People should be let to do what they want to do. No one should control another person's life, negatively especially. Rewrite your story. After heartbreak, many women quietly believe I am too old. The word that people always say, I'm too old to start that now. That's the end of me. People can feel what they feel, but you are not too old. If you still want to feel love and find love, you will find it. Be it a man or a woman, you just relax, attract the right people, find yourself, find your space, and love will find you. It's not easy, but love will find you if you're open to it. We only attract the things that we are open to. There's nothing as beautiful as opening your mind to something because then you become attractive. If you're negative and saying, I'm too old, I can't do that, that's what will happen. The things that we profess will happen to us. Love will find you in the best time and with the best people. You sometimes say, I'm too damaged. This is I don't even look beautiful anymore. Nobody will want me. Good love has passed by me. I would have been better in my younger days. No, do not speak negativity on yourself. You are beautiful and wonderfully made. You are handsome. You're good looking. Even if you have 10 children, some people tell you, oh, where will you go with uh, like one child or two? You already are a mom. Who will marry you with those wrinkles? Like, especially men love saying those things. I'm not profiling anybody. But all your friends tell you, oh, at 40, no, or you're a mom, or you have family, no, you just need to be alone. You can start, it's embarrassing dating. No, let people do what they want to do. If you feel like love is for you at 40 plus, find it. And finding love is opening yourself to love, being emotionally attractive, knowing you as a person, loving you as a person, doing the things that you didn't do in the other relationship, loving you, finding your own space, and I'm sure love will find you. We all will find love and healing. These beliefs are lies rooted in pain. Age is not disqualification for love. 40 is not expiration. You are not behind. You are evolving to a more prettier woman, a version that you did not have in your 20s. And I am telling you with pride, at 40s, you are evolving into a mature, beautiful woman. You are attractive. You are the kind of woman that a good man would want to be around. You've probably raised children and they are grown young men or women. You have done it all. You have been through the heartbreaks, one heartbreak, two, or you have never if you didn't have kids. But you have been there. You have experienced life. You have dealt with it. You are calm. You know how to handle things. You've been broken and healed. You are a better version and you're more beautiful and more peaceful. I have never felt more beautiful at 40. And you there should know that you are beautiful. It's not just saying to console you. You are everything. You come with a whole package. You are evolving to the most beautiful person as you grow older. And mature love can be healthier than love you accepted in your 20s or 30s. You know what you want. You know the mistakes you've done. You are settled. You want to love differently. You are intentional with your love because now you know yourself better, or at least you are beginning to. You didn't know better. You gave everything for everybody. You let yourself be loved at 40. You find a partner who is giving you and you're ready to receive and you're ready to give as well. Your kids probably are settled now. They're not little babies. You're more relaxed to give your whole to this love, but in a mature and in a lovable, in a beautiful way where it's not one-sided. Dating again after 40 can feel intimidating. What do I mean? You may be more cautious, more observant, less willing to tolerate nonsense. Good. That is growth because you tolerated a lot of nonsense, especially at your younger age, your 20s, when you were dating this younger, when you were younger in your 20s or 18 or whatever time you started dating. You tolerated things or they'll change or you saw things that you didn't like, but you're a young woman, you didn't know better. You had little kids here and there. Your life is evolving between these kids, evolving between your career. And now you could tolerate things that you wouldn't tolerate now. Now you become a no-nonsense in a good way. Things that do not serve you, you will say them and you will call them out. And that makes this very beautiful. It can be intimidating because those who cannot accept, those who are immature, those who are there to play with your life, those who are there just to use you maybe for financial gains or just to use you for emotional gains, they will run when they see you because they know this is a no-nonsense. This is a woman who is mature and wants true love. And that is growth, as I said. Dating after 40 is not about impressing people. It's about discernment. Ask, do I feel safe with this person? Are they emotionally available for me? Do their actions match their words? Do I feel peaceful around them? Am I peaceful around these people? Am I safe around them? Things that you probably wouldn't even ask, you could ignore when you were young, and then you find yourself in an abusive relationship. Do their visions align with mine? Are they lovable? Are they there for me? Are their actions matching their words? You're younger, you're told, I'll buy you a car, I'll buy you a big house, and probably a lot of promises. Some people said lots of crazy things. But at this age, somebody's telling you things that do not make sense and their actions do not match, you are going to see the red flags and run away very quickly. So dating at 40 is intimidating to the people who do not serve you. So with Heartbreak, we have learned a lot of things. And now we are finding ways where we're going to learn not to bring the past mistakes into our new relationships if we had heartbreaks. And I'm praying that we do not have heartbreaks. I'm praying that our young loves may grow until the end for those who are still in them. But if you do find yourself in this loss that is called heartbreak, then you have to know how to navigate. Let us not make the same mistakes again. And at this stage, you're not looking for potential, you're looking for alignment. There's this joke that I'm looking for a potential. It's like a meme. I'm looking for a potential partner. Maybe you're looking for maybe somebody who has good looking abs. Yeah, I love myself, good looking people. I have taken care of myself as well. And it's good for every person to love. But you're looking for maybe want this guy because he looks good. I'll have good children, good looking children, or probably has a lot of money. No, we are looking for alignment. Do our visions align? This is somebody you are intending to spend your forever with. It's an intentional type of relationship. So at this stage, we are not looking for potential. We are looking for alignment. Do their visions align with us? Do their characters align with us? Do their actions match our words? And I think it's a beautiful thing. After heartbreak and healing, your standards change. You no longer want chaos disguised as passion. You want consistency, communication, emotional maturity, kindness, and respect. You want all those qualities. You want consistency. You don't want a partner who is here today giving you all the love and showering you love, bombing you, and tomorrow they are all disappeared. Oh, giving excuses after the other. Why I couldn't call, my phone had broken down. Things you tell to a teenager, and even teenagers now are very sharp. They use social media and they see a lot of things that you lying consistency. Oh, they switched off their phone for 2 days and now they're looking back for you at looking for you when they're probably they were trying somewhere else and things didn't work. Now they look for you. Communication is a problem. You are trying to look for them and they're not even giving that effort. You're the one who is looking for them. You're looking for emotional maturity. Is this somebody I can sit down on a table and talk to? And we make decisions together in a mature way, not the kid where we're just going to argue at every sort of thing and not come to conclusions. Is there kindness in this person? You need peace at this age. You don't need chaos. Healthy love feels different. It feels calm. It feels steady. It feels safe. It feels mutual and not confusing. I didn't know better. Love that is not healthy is very confusing. 1 minute it is perfect. The other minute it has come from level 100 and gone to level 0 or negative. It drops. 1 minute the person is very okay. The other minute they're very abusive. The other minute you don't even know who you are living with. You do not even know who you walked into a relationship with. Love should not be confusing. It should be consistent. I'm not saying we're not going to have disagreements. They are inevitable. And in every healthy relationship, we are human. We have to disagree. But we have to know that the amount of disagreements and the number of times we're disagreeing are on normal issues. And how are we solving these issues? Love shouldn't be confusing. This person should make you doubt. They didn't pick their call. Where could they be? Why are they not picking their call? Why have they not disappeared for 2 days or 3 days? Why are they? You're always worried about them. That is not love that you deserve after heartbreak. Not draining, not one sided. This kind of love, not worth waiting for. It shouldn't be draining. You shouldn't be exhausted. You shouldn't be looking at your phone wondering when's the next time they're going to call. When the next time they're going to say good morning. You are the one who is sending your good mornings. Your chat side is more than theirs. Your call log is more than theirs. No, let's say no to such things. Becoming the love that you seek. Before seeking new love, you should become the love that you seek. I promised myself that before I find love, I'm going to become the love that I seek. Now that I know better, now that I was away from a marriage that probably I was in when I was younger and didn't know better, a marriage that I had no guidance, no counseling, no nothing whatsoever. And I don't blame anybody, no my parents, because they didn't know better either. I have now lived and say that if I am in a relationship, if I am finding love, I am going to become rooted in being the best version of myself, because being the best version of yourself, the kind of love that you want to attract should be the kind of love that you give there. You cannot preach water and drink wine. You can only give what you have. The saying goes. If you do not give the love, you don't expect the other person to give you. If you're not that emotionally mature woman, or the woman who is responsible, or the woman who is loving, or the woman who is kind, who does not give confusing love, then if you are not those, you are going to attract people who probably also are not going to give you the same. You cannot expect to meet a good person, yet you do not even have, you're not in the place to give the same thing. If you're giving 100, they're giving 100, remember. So first heal yourself. Do not bring, you're starting a relationship and all you do is talking about your ex, your past. Oh, you did this like my ex. Oh, you sleep like my ex. Oh, you do this. You're going to send them away. Become someone who knows their value, walks away from misalignment, protects their emotional well-being. Choose intentionality. Work on yourself. You have to be intentional. You have to work on yourself. You have to be rooted in yourself. Rooted in yourself means you have to be the best version of you. Seek the best version of you before going into another relationship, because you're going to break your heart and another person's heart. The goal is not just to find love. The goal is to become whole enough. Whole enough that whether love arrives tomorrow or later, you're already deeply anchored in yourself. If love arrives in 10 years' time, if it arrives in 9 or 1 year's time, you already are anchored in yourself. You know who you are. And when the other person comes, you will know that this is the right person. You will feel it. You already know you've already taken these journeys. You've already taken these steps. You've already prepared yourself and opened your heart to love again. Let's open our hearts and be rooted in ourselves and find the best version of ourselves, the best love that we seek for. Let's emulate it and be the best version of that person before we find love. And my final words, the best chapters may still be ahead. That's beautiful, because in Chats by Lulu, it's all about healing. It's all about healing from relationships that do no longer serve us. It's about healing from heartbreaks that we struggle to move out of. It's healing. So we don't talk about heartbreaks when we cannot talk about solutions. Heartbreaks after 40 can feel like an ending, but sometimes it's a redirection, a painful invitation to rebuild differently. Allow me to even just read that. To love wiser, to choose better, to return to yourself, and maybe to finally experience the kind of love that meets you where you are. It could be the blessing in disguise, not because you are younger, one, not because you are perfect, two, but because you know your worth. Love is still possible, joy is still possible, and your story is still unfolding. Your story is still unfolding. Your story is beautiful. It's yet to be written. Love, finding love after heartbreak, especially after 40, is still possible. The only thing is we have to work on ourselves so that the heartbreaks that we went through, we do not bring them back into. We do not reflect them and bring them back into a relationship, or we do not make them a barrier to finding new life. Questions, reflection questions as I finish. What part of myself have I neglected? What part of yourself have you neglected? What part have you neglected that you need to work on? What standards do I now refuse to compromise on? What are my non-negotiables in new relationships? You have to ask yourself. And number three, what does healthy love look like to me now? What can I begin doing today to love myself better? And that's something we should ask ourselves. We have to love ourselves first to be loved. You have to take care of yourself, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being. I'm not saying go and do plastic surgery or things, but do the things that make you happy, so that when your partner finds you, they find the very best version of you, not just outwardly, but inwardly. You worked on yourself. If something that you like doing, if making your hair or making your eyebrows or wearing earwigs or buying new dresses or just looking nice doing your makeup is your thing, you will attract the people who love those things. Do not do it for another person. Do it for you and just be you. And with love, I call it evening, and I wish you all a very beautiful week ahead. And I hope that I'm going to be able to continue with these topics. And heartbreak is something, it's a loss that we're all struggling with, and we are here to heal each other. We are on this journey because we could probably still face them. There's no one that is perfect, but there's something that I know that we can heal. Let's not drown in it. Let's start the journey to healing if we're already heartbroken. Let's open our hearts for new love. Let's find love. And share with me down there how it's going with you. Did you find new love? Are you healing from your heartbreak? And with that, I wish you all a beautiful journey. And I am going to link my ebooks soon, and you will love them. You'll go out there. Amazon is where I publish. You can read them, or you can just listen to me. And good things are coming. Once I get all equipment set, we'll be doing nice videos, nice podcasts if we can, or doing things. We are growing daily. My confidence is getting there, and we are getting peaceful and settling down. And with you beautiful people, I wish you all a lovely evening. Bye bye. Bye bye.